Guys, Kenwood Sports, man. I'm back with another one, man. Back with another video, man. I gotta talk about these Denver Broncos going down to New Orleans with Sean Payton tonight in New Orleans. Superdome versus the real Saints. Saints going down like an anchor off a cruise ship, then lost four straight. I'm telling you. But before I do that, man, you already know. I got the best sports channel on YouTube, man. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button, man. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. And also hit that notification bell, bro. Hit the notification, man, because I'm going to be going live at some point. So you don't want to miss that, man. But listen, also before I get into it, man, let me say I appreciate y'all for subbing. I appreciate y'all for liking, commenting, all that, man. Everything y'all doing, bro. I appreciate y'all for sharing me too. I see that too. I see y'all sharing me, man. I see the numbers going up, okay? Appreciate all of that. But back to these Saints, man. Saints, it seems like every week, man, Saints getting worse and worse news, man. I went online just a while ago, even 15 minutes ago, man, just to get the final updates about this game, okay? Never know. Something else might come out before the game even start. But looking at what I just saw, it really just it really hurt, man. Shaheed, man. Shaheed just had meniscus surgery. He's probably gonna be out for the rest of the year. More than likely, he's gonna be out for the rest of the year. Okay? Y'all look that up and make sure I said what it really is. But I believe it's meniscus surgery, okay? So we already knew Chris Olave, he was hurt last week in the game versus the Bucks with a concussion. Okay? Tyrann Mathieu, he was hurt last week. Okay? I didn't see him on the injury report. Hopefully he'll be out there because the Saints really need him out there on defense. Okay? Pete Warner, the starting linebacker, one of the starting linebackers, along with Demario Davis and Willie Gay. Okay? He's one of them. Pete Warner, he's been out since the Atlanta game. He's still out. Okay? Then we got Taysom Hill still out. We got Derek Carr still out. We got Cesar Ruiz still out. That's one of the offensive linemen, Cesar Ruiz. When you got two offensive linemen out, that's like a whole chunk of your offensive line, man. Two offensive linemen is like a chunk of your offensive line. When you got that, you're going to struggle. I'm telling you. So Lucas Patrick was a backup, I believe. He's going to be back in the lineup this week. Supposedly, he's questionable for this game. Okay? But Eric McCoy, the center, of course, he's on IR. Okay? So IR means you're going to be out for at least 4 weeks. Okay, so I'm not sure when he's going to come back. It's been about 2 weeks since he's been out of the lineup. But Shaheed, he's on IR, and he's possibly gone for the whole year. So Chris Olave, the number one receiver, won't be there. You got Shaheed, the number two receiver, won't be there. Okay, so you got Bud Means, this guy they drafted by the pit. He's going to be the next receiver up. Okay, I saw him play last week. Didn't see much out of him. Okay, but I knew that he was drafted. I knew that he was on the roster. I spoke on him last week. Somebody may have got confused about what I said about Bud Means. But at the same time, he's going to have to show something. He's going to have to be one of the main targets. But on the Broncos side of things, which I hate to see, Patrick Surtain the second. Patrick Surtain, the cornerback, the starting cornerback for the Denver Broncos, he is also hurt. He had a concussion last week. That's one of the best young players in the league. I hope he recovers soon and get himself back out there on the field. He hadn't missed a game in 40 straight games since 2022. He hadn't missed a game since that long. So that's a long time to be out there, to be durable and to still be out there that long, man. But the good thing about this game, I guess it's a good thing at this point, but the Saints are at home. They're going to have the crowd behind them, and they playing against Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a rookie quarterback as well as Spencer Rattler. You all know Spencer Rattler is the first-year quarterback coming out of South Carolina, formerly of Oklahoma. Bo Nix, he comes out of Oregon. Before that, he was at Auburn, okay? But Bo Nix right now, he got 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the year. He barely over 1,000 yards. He's one of the guys who, well, this year he won a game where he threw for 60 yards. I had never seen nothing like this before in the NFL. Dude threw for 60 yards. I think it was against the Bucks, as a matter of fact. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was the Bucks. I'm not sure. Because I know the Bucks lost a game against Denver, and I wondered how in the world did they lose that game. But Bo Nix is probably going to be one of the softest playing quarterbacks that we've had since Bryce Young. with the Panthers. Okay, so the first game the Saints had Bryce Young, then they had Dak Prescott. For the second game, Jalen Hurts at home in New Orleans. Then we had Atlanta, Kirk Cousins in Atlanta. Then Kansas City, we had Patrick Mahomes after Kansas City, which was a Monday night. Then we had the Bucks. Okay, the Bucks. So that was 4 straight losses. The Bucks, Kansas City, Atlanta, Philadelphia. The defense played great a lot of those games. The offense just couldn't come through. It was the game against Kansas City that Derek Carr got knocked out. Hayner came in. The quarterback, Hayner. I can't think of his first name right now, but he came in behind Derek Carr and he didn't do nothing. His numbers were he wasn't warmed up at all. He didn't look like he ever got warmed up, and put it like that. His numbers were off. Okay? The disadvantage of Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton is a hell of a coach, man. A lot of people don't give him his credit. He spent 15 years as the Saints coach, went to the playoffs 9 of those years. I think one of those years he was suspended because of Bountygate, I believe it was. So Sean Payton is a great coach. He don't get the full credit he deserves, but I recognize good coaches when I see them. I've often brought up coaches on this pod since I've been started doing this. Y'all hear me talking about coaches a lot. I always speak on the difference making of head coaches, and Sean Payton is one of those guys. He's going to search high and low for an advantage. He's one of those type of coaches. He's going to search high and low for an advantage. I remember a few years back when Jameis Winston was starting for the Saints, Sean Payton, the weather got bad either in New Orleans or Green Bay. I forgot what it was, but Sean Payton chose to have a game in Jacksonville because he knew how hard it was for the people of Green Bay. Y'all look this information up and understand that I'm not making nothing up, okay? Sean Payton, he chose to have a game in Jacksonville because he knew that he had to be in a neutral location because he knew that the fans of Green Bay would have a hard time getting to Jacksonville, dealing with the flights and things of that nature. It's just small things, the intricacies of the game. Sean Payton, he will find the smallest things to find an advantage for his team to win a game, okay? So right now, they struggling as well right now, the Denver Broncos, but he's going up against Dennis Allen, one of the coaches I keep telling y'all over and over I don't really love like that. I really don't have anything good I can say about him as a head coach. I love him as a defensive coordinator, okay? But at the same time, you got to go out here and find ways for your team to win. You got good players on this roster. I understand injuries are a big factor right now for the Saints. But at the same time, you got to dig deep and find something, okay? You got to find something. I hate to see players like Alvin Kamara, okay? I hate to see guys like him. I hate to see guys like Taysom Hill, even though he's not a starter on the team, okay? I hate to see guys like that. Good players, man. Good players. Tyrann Mathieu, okay? I hate to see guys like that on a bad roster struggling with a bunch of injuries when they really out there putting in work, making plays, making things happen, and then the team is being held back by bad coaching, guys in the wrong positioning, bad penalties, just bad all around. It's just hard to see. It's just hard to watch because I know how much work these dudes put in. I know how hard they want to win. I know how hard they play out there when they get on the field. But it's going to be a tough task with all these guys out. Like I said, it's good to be at home, but we seen what happened last week at home. And Sean Payton is in town. If anybody know anything about New Orleans, it's him. Okay? I think that's about it that I want to say about this game, man. I don't know what to expect because, after all, Bo Nix is their starting quarterback. And another day of seeing Spencer Rattler, man. Some more experience for Spencer Rattler. He did have a good game last week. I ain't gonna say it was a good, but it wasn't bad. I'm gonna say that it wasn't bad because you did lose 27-51 and didn't score in the second half. But that's about it. I'm gonna go in on this one, okay? So Kenwood Sports, man. I got the best sports channel on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment and let me know what you think, man. I'm out.